Today's episode is brought to you by Hawthorne. Hawthorne is going to make you smell so good and make everyone around you be like, oh, what's that smell? Oh, it's you? Oh, yeah, they'll love it. Also, today we're brought to you by Cox and Crendor Live. Go watch our show in Chicago, March 19th. You want to be there. Get your tickets right now at coxandcrendor.com. It's an 18-plus show. It is in the exact same place it was last time. Buy your tickets. We keep forgetting to promote it. But not today. We're doing it right now.
Today.
Getting it out of the way. Come see us be dumb and silly in March. We would love to see you. And you can buy me a drink. Crendor won't drink the drink, but I'll drink his for him. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Cox and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
What's going on? Hello, how you doing?
Oh my God, I hate this town sometimes. I have so many stories of the last few days where I've been driving around this city, and I realized, I think I'm like, what if I never drove again? What if I just told people if they want me for something, they gotta come to me? Because I can't be asked. Oh my God. So it rained a little bit, and so traffic was terrible. I was driving, and it was fine. And then traffic, for some reason, was at a standstill, and I couldn't figure it out. An hour later, I get to an area of town where there's a little drizzle, and I'm like, oh, that's why. What? And then the other day, a boat exploded, so I had traffic issues. I was like, time out. The boat's on the water. I'm on a road. How does that affect me? I was upset about that. Oh my God, I drove up to the middle of nowhere today, and it was just the longest car ride I've ever been in, and everyone in front of me was like, an old grandma. It's like, oh, I'm out on the road today. I was angry. I just can't. Sometimes the traffic here is so bad, it's unreal. I can't even fathom a world in which I didn't have to deal with this. It would be perfect. It would be a paradise, really.
Yeah. You know, that's just, I feel like LA is probably one of the worst places for traffic just in general.
I wish we just had good public transportation. It exists, but only in certain areas. If I wanted to get from downtown to Hollywood, I could do that on a train. Anywhere else? Nope. Deal with it. I don't know why. It sucks. Build an underground. I guess they couldn't because earthquakes would I don't know what the rules are. It's dumb. I hate it. But speaking of things that are dumb and I hate, today I went to a place called Tommy's. After we were done filming today, there was a burger place nearby. And I was like, I want the grossest, meatiest burger I can get. So there's this place called Tommy's. It was right next to the gas station, which probably should have been like, a clue. But it was, I just was like, yeah, can I get a burger combo? And she was like, okay, sir. Now, all of our burgers come with chili on it. I'm like, what?
Ugh.
She's like, every burger has chili. Pickle, mustard, onion, chili. I'm like, what? I just want a hamburger.
What the shit?
She's like, well, they all come with chili, sir. I was like, okay.
Just like, can I order it, but just no chili on it?
Yeah, it came with a tomato as well. But I was like, no tomato, please, and no chili. And she was like, they all come with chili, sir. I was like, can you not just not put chili on it for me? She's like, no, sir, it's how the burger's made, sir. And I was like, well, okay. Can I get it without onion? She's like, yes. Like, can I get it without mustard? She's like, yes. I was like, well, I want both mustard and onion. Can I get it without chili? And she's like, no, sir. No, sir, it comes with chili. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
Just
lady.
don't put the chili on it, goddamn.
Yeah, I won't tell if you don't tell. Don't put chili on it. And she was like, sir, it comes with chili. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, is it a flavor thing where they are convinced that it has to be on there? I don't know. She's like, no, sir, it comes with chili. So I was like, okay. I just give me, the combo with fries, and in my car, mind you. So now I need to clean my car.
Right.
I opened the chili burger, like dismantled it in my car, used the chili with the fries, and then like reassembled the burger. So now it still had like a chili taste, but wasn't a chili burger.
Yeah.
It was fine, but it was so weird. She's like, "No, sir, it comes with chili." I'm like, "Why though?"
Be like, yeah, just put it on the side. Just be like, "Oh, I really like putting the chili on the burger myself. Can you put it on the side?" Like, do they like dip them in it?
She was just like, "No, sir, no, sir." I was like, I'll never forget her. "No, sir, I can't figure out why though. It doesn't make sense. It's just chili. Put it in a cup, throw it away, like." Ladle it out and throw it away, and then just give me the burger. I was fine. A chili burger. You need to be in a chili burger mood. I was in like a F me up burger mood. I wasn't in like a chili burger. I want to be gross the rest of the day mood. But here we are. I ate that chili, and now I'm got like, oh, why'd I do that? So yeah, lessons learned.
Well, at least you learned your lesson.
I did not. I actually learned nothing from that. Shout out to Tommy's right next to Six Flags. Right next to Six Flags in California.
Man, what a time.
Yeah, that's kind of what my week was. A lot of driving around, a lot of BS. I went over to a dear friend. He had a housewarming party. He bought a house in a place south of LA. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's a Saturday. I'll go over. It'll be fun. Nope, it took 3 hours to get there. I got to that party and was like, I want to let you know I love you, but if I'm a salty asshole the rest of the night, just know it's not you. It is the fact that it said it would take an hour to get here, and it took me 3, and my butt hurts, and traffic was awful. Oh yeah, I'm over it. I'm over this city. I don't know. I need like a private jet, and I'll parachute to locations. Just get me high enough so I can drop.
It's
At least when I went to, well, no, what am I talking about? I was about to say at least when I went to you got to take a train, but when I took the train, it literally was like, all right, we're gonna be stuck at this crossing for 4 hours because a dude thought a guy had a gun. So even then, I got held up.
Yeah.
What is that?
No matter where you go, you're gonna get stopped at some point for.
I should just learn to walk long distance.
That's exercise.
It'll take me 3 days to get to you, but I will not be held up. If I can march like the soldier, I could get to you within 14 hours. I'll get like a little boy to drum for me, like a piccolo, like yeah. And I'll just walk. I'll walk wherever I go. Oh, that'd be great. Actually, that'd be an amazing video.
That would actually be an amazing video.
Just start walking and don't stop and see what happens. That'd be incredible.
This man has been walking for 47 days straight. I just can't stop walking. You see the trees, you see some birds.
I once got really high and watched Forrest Gump and thought that seemed like a good idea.
Before you know it, I was in Utah.
And I was like, I got to get out of Utah. So I kept going east. And I kept walking through states where I was like, oh, I got to get out of here. And eventually I ended up at the East Coast, and here I am. And I said to myself, well, I got to get back home. So I started walking back home.
What's the deal with walking? So yeah. It's, it's a great time.
No, it was not. What have you been doing?
It's not a great time. Honestly, this week has been like doing nothing at all week. I tried to go to the gym one day on the way there.
Whoa. What do you mean you tried? Are you falling off the bandwagon?
Oh, no. I'm fighting off a sickness or something.
Ugh.
So, like, it's not even like a normal sickness. Like, I had something similar to this back in August or July or whatever. So it's like my neck glands started like swelling up. So I thought I had like a sign. Well, okay. Prior to this, I thought I had like a sinus infection thing. So when I got back from Disney, my like ear kind of hurt and my head like it was kind of puffy around my eye. So they were like, all right, we'll take antibiotics, see if it clears it up, or whatever. I guess it's usually viral, so I waited a week. Then they gave me the antibiotics. They're like, all right, we'll see if that
They
helps.
always make you suffer. That sucks. I hate they do that.
Yeah. So
they're like, well, you might have a virus, so wait a whole week, and you're like,
so then
just feel it.
It's funny because last Sunday night I was thinking like, hey, I'm not feeling too bad right now, and all of a sudden my like neck glands or nodes or whatever the shit just started throbbing like bang, 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 and I was like, geez, here it comes. And usually that happens when I'm fighting stuff. Like right before I got my flu last time, or my mini flu thing, all my glands were just like pew 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 pew, like they're revving up the engine to go fight. So I was like, all right, here we go again. But no like symptoms happen, but all my glands are still throbbing or whatever. So I asked Dr. John, I'm like, Dr. John, do I have lymphoma? And he's like, no, you're literally just fighting.
Lymphoma? that's where your mind went? You're like, do I have lymphoma?
Listen, I've thought I've had about 16 cancers.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. Every time I get a headache for like more than a day, if I have a headache that lasts a day or two, I'm like, oh no, this is it. This is it.
That's what I'm saying.
Although I will say, I went to the doctor, a year and a half ago, and they were like, no, you just get headaches, dude. I was like, okay.
The thing was like, I was reading lymphoma. They're like, oh yeah, you can feel the like nodes and they're kind of hard and whatever. And then I was like, I literally just went to the doctor like a week ago and they felt them. They'd probably be like, hey, your lymph nodes are feeling off or something. And I was like, no, they probably didn't feel it. They must have felt it wrong.
That's why you needed that second opinion.
And so Dr. John was like, no, it's like that's just your body fighting off stuff. And I was like,
only
okay.
You would go get a second opinion to prove you were sick rather than to find like that you weren't.
In addition to this, I had a thing back in like July or August where I had a similar thing where my glands flared up for like a week and then they went back to normal. And I was like, oh, okay. But during that time, I had a panic attack. So I was like, dude, it's lymphoma. And then I saw a doctor and they were like, no, you're fine. And then again, I asked Dr. John. He's like, no, you're fine. And then he's like, I think you have hypochondria. And I was like, oh, I know I have hypochondria.
I shouldn't be laughing at any of this, but you being like, dude, I think I have lymphoma is exactly the type of personality you have. I can't even like express how funny that is.
Yeah, it's
like my neck hurts, dude. I got lymphoma. I can't.
The amount of listen, the amount of times I've thought I've had like some like deathly thing is like off the charts. And it's all, I'm still alive after 15 years of being like this. So, I've defeated all those illnesses magically.
You spent so much time not sick that now you're getting everything.
Well, it's one of those things where everybody's also sick right now. So it's obvious that like I'm fighting something, but it's weird because like, it's weird to just have, like sneezing. Well, I guess I have sneezed a few times. Listen. It's not important. It's
you got that surgery and the floodgates open.
That's what happened. No, mono.
Now all the
off.
germies are getting like in there, like it's our time now, boys.
Mono's actually what kicked it off.
Oh, dude, It only takes one. I get why you can see like an elderly person will die of like a cold. Right, like because one bad, like they'll get the cold and then it'll just landslide into something worse. And I understand. You can get sick. That's how I got whatever the hell I had, bronchitis.
Oh yeah,
because it started with a cold and then just got worse. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm gonna keep making videos and doing work and like traveling. And it just went overseas, came back. I was. I had a good month where I was like, all right, everyone. Welcome to the... Oh, yeah, it's in the archives. You can hear it. I sound terrible. It is unbearable. I'm always... Yeah, I get it. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's... And the other thing is, like, I've had my blood tested probably more than an old person at this point, and they're always like, you're fine. And then I'm like, you sure? Maybe we should test the blood again. And they're just like, no, you're good. But I don't know. But it's like how we talked about last week. My mind just roams free. And it's just like, listen, I know this is probably nothing, but what if it was something? And I'm like, geez, what if it was something? And it's like, yeah, what if it was something? And I'm like, geez. And then you just kind of spiral. And before you know it.
Jeez.
And, then the funny part is when I looked this up on Reddit, there's literally another post of some guy being like, so my glands hurt. I think I got lymphoma. And then some guy being like, nah, dude, like I saw a doctor and then I saw, and then my mom's like a dental hygienist and she was like, nah, you're fine. And someone else was like, nah, you're fine. And then I was like, dude, I'm going to go on Reddit just to make sure I'm fine. And I'm like, dude, these are my people. Then there's people who, like my one friend who's like, oh yeah, my one friend, he had like a bump on his head for like 4 weeks. And they're like, hey, you should get that checked out. And he's like, nah, it's just my pain bump. I was like, wow, I wish I could be like that.
It's just my pain bump. Here's the thing. I am like that. Unless I feel, you know how when you go to the doctor's office, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the pain?
Yeah.
Unless I'm like an 8 or above, I'm not going to the doctor. I'll wait. I'm bad like that. I need to, but I like suck stuff up.
That's like
I'll like
Sam.
hurt my leg and be like, I'm fine.
Sam like took a week of having like food poisoning and whatever else he got from eating that thing, where he's been in the hospital for like 4 days now. And he's like, it took him like a week of being like that to be like, guys, I'm stopping the stream and going to the hospital. And I was like, what the shit?
Wait, what did he eat? So he's in the hospital. I know that. And they're like, we're going to have to keep you all weekend. And I was like, what the hell happened to him?
Dude, this is also the guy who went like 8 months without telling everyone about his sinus infection. And he went to the doctor and they're like, Jesus, how are you like living like this? And he's like, I don't know. Dude, I told him it was going to catch up to him. He'd always be like, oh, I got genetics, bro. Oh, Crendor's always sick. And I was like, look at this. Now you're having a 2018 Crendor year. How's it feel? It always catches up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's what I told you when you were like, oh, yeah, I just eat yogurt and everything will be fine. I'm like, you are playing with fire, my friend.
That was right before I got mono. And then that kicked it off. It's the chain. Now he's got to pass it on to somebody. He'll pass it on to Dodger.
You just have to have one good year of being sick, right? I had my bronchitis year. You had your like appendix year, spleen year.
My gallbladder, my
you.
toenails, my gastritis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Sam has his hospital year. So wait, what did he eat? I don't understand. What happened?
He ate like, I don't even remember what he ate. He ate like uncooked fish or raw fish or some shit. He said it when we were streaming, and I was like, all right. He ate something. I was like, "Are you sure?"
You
it's
just have it at
poisoning?
home?
I don't know. Dodger was like gone, and
oh
then
my god,
he's like, I'm just drinking out of bowls, and I was like, "What the shit are you doing over there?" And then he just would stream, and then like I don't know, but all of a sudden, the one day he's like, "Mate, I gotta go," and everyone's like, "What?" And he's like, "I gotta go to the hospital," and we're like, okay. And then he just went to the hospital and they're like, oh my God, what is happening with you?
I should not laugh at that, but oh my God, that's the most Sam story I've ever heard.
I talked to Dr. John about it and he was like, we just need a way to blend like you and Sam together to form a normal person. I was like, yeah, I kind of do.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. It's so yeah, it's the opposite of the spectrum with me and him.
I get why old people are assholes, because the older I get and the more I hear about like all of your troubles, I'm like, I told you, I told you. Yeah.
Worst part is like now I don't even feel sick, but I feel like my body's fighting off something. You know what I mean? So I don't want to like overdo it. So I'm like, it's the other thing. When I saw the one doctor, they're like, oh yeah, when your lymph nodes flare up to fight off infections and stuff, it could stay like that for up to 2 weeks. And they told me that, a medical professional, and I was still like, it's almost been 6 days. Like it's a little too long.
Yeah, so like I said, I've mentioned on the podcast before, I've had this, I think it's a migraine. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's seasonal. The last 2 months, I've had this every day. I get a headache, and it's like, I'm like, oh my God, it hurts so bad, and I have to like go sit in the dark for an hour until it stops.
That sounds like a migraine.
Yeah, and so I talked with the doctor, and he's like, look, these things happen, and it can take anywhere from 14 days to 3 months to resolve itself. I'm like, is there anything you can give me? He goes, honestly, there's a bunch of over-the-counter medication you can take, and it should just clean it up real quick. It's not that big a deal. And I was like, what? I was like, it hurts so bad. And he's like, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Like, People get this all the time. I'm like, do they? Do people get this all the time? Because it sucks. He's like, yeah, no, everyone agrees. It's pretty bad. I'm like, why are you doing this?
You're welcome in my world now. I've seen so many doctors, especially gastro doctors. Like I said, I'm like a gastro specialist. I have like friends that come to me like, I'm getting a pain in like the lower right, and I'm like, could be IBS, could be appendix, lower right. Upper right's the gallbladder, upper left's the stomach, but it could also go up to the esophagus. And then lower left is typically like IBS or colon issues, because that's where your main.
Oh my God!
Large
Speaking
intestine.
of, what happened to this podcast? We are literally just like
Gastro Dr. Crendor here. What I'd prescribe is maybe some Nexium or Prilosec to see if the GERD goes away, and maybe keep a food diary. That way you can see what triggers your food problem. Dude, every gastro doctor says that, and it works because you figure out what causes your problems. But I don't want to keep a diary.
Earlier this week, I was like, I woke up. I did the exact same thing, but not with food. I woke up and my left side, my hip, hurt so bad. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, what did I do to my hip? Like walking upstairs, I was like, old man Jesse, what did I do? And for 4 days this week, it hurt unbearably bad. And so I sat down and was like, what did I do? How did I was fine, and then I woke up and it hurt. And I like journaled the day before. I was like, what did I do the day before that could have caused this? And I realized at one point, just watching TV, I like sprawled out in the most ridiculous way possible. And at some point during that, I clearly just like gave up on physics and tried to move my body in a way that was not possible. And that's obviously what did it. But I was like, what did I do?
Well,
why?
That tends to be the case for like a lot of these issues where like, you know, they'll test your blood, they do all these tests and everything's still good, and they're just like, so what did you eat that made you feel like this? And you're like, I mean, I didn't eat anything crazy, just like, you know, fast food, soda, alcohol, spicy food.
I went to Tommy's Burgers and they put chili on my burger. And I was like, I don't want chili, but they put it on there anyway.
And they're just like, all right, so what if you don't eat those things for about a month? And you're like, whoa, hold on. It's bulking season, dude. You know, what I learned from my last 4 years of constant doctor visits is that a lot of this is just basic stuff where they just try to figure out your lifestyle and get you to change your lifestyle. Because most people, it's just like, you know, my leg hurts. Well, what are you doing? I run 8 miles every day. They're like, all right, well, run 4 miles instead. And they're like, okay. They're like, I eat a gallon of Coca-Cola every day. I eat it. Literally, I eat the whole jug. And they're just like, all right, well, don't do that. Don't eat the whole jug. It seems that a lot of it. And I think a lot of it is if your things get worse, too. You know, like when you first get it like this, and then if, you know, I had this, and then all of a sudden, like, uh-oh, now my face is swelling up, and now I can't stop coughing. And they're like, all right, well, maybe now you need to go in the hospital or whatever. But, like, that's, you know, that's just common sense logic. But am I going to do that? No, I'm still going to freak out about this shit.
Right. I mean, for years, doctors have told us stuff that we've ignored.
Yeah.
So why start listening now?
Yeah. What am I going to do, get therapy?
Yeah. What am I going to do?
I probably should get
care
therapy.
about my future? Although, you know what? Here's something I definitely 100% for years. My parents, I think every old person has always said something along the lines of like, take care of yourself when you're younger, because when you get older, it all catches up to you. Lord, let me tell you, that is true.
Oh, it is. It is very true.
No one's going to listen to us either. Welcome to the world, everyone.
Well, especially another big thing is just how much stress can impact your body. Like, even when I used to get, like, I'd worry I have, like, you know, like I said, I've thought I've had cancer about 15 times. When I used to think this, I would worry myself to the point of just, like, being bedridden. I would just be like, it gets over. And then I'd find out it's
How
like...
is that... Like, you are incredibly healthy.
Well, 17-year-old me thought I had kidney cancer.
17-year-old you?
Yeah.
Oh, we are cut from a different cloth.
No, it was 17-year-old me. I almost said 70-year-old me. I thought I had kidney cancer, and then after a while, the pain where I thought it was kidney pain went away, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm fine. But I was so worried about
your
it.
Your turn is so quick. You're like, oh.
Well, that's the thing.
Right,
Once I figure out it's fine, I'm like, oh, I'm good. Man, how many things have I thought I've had? That's a lot.
Apparently, since 17, I would imagine a lot.
Yeah. It's been a fun ride.
I
It hasn't been a fun ride.
that I consider any of that fun. It sounds terrifying. I'm so glad I don't think that constantly. That sounds awful.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. Again, it's like how we think. Did you see the other thing of how people think? Where now they're talking about the images, like visualizing and stuff.
The apple.
Yeah, the apple.
I tried to do that and I didn't see anything. I had a blank brain and I really tried. Some guy was like, all right, don't imagine an apple. Imagine a naked woman. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. Nope. Nothing. I got nothing up there. I know what it's supposed to look like. In both cases, I know what they're supposed to look like. But, nothing.
When you can still visualize, right?
Yes and no.
Like right now, if you had to picture like Davis's face, like bam, could you picture it?
It's abstract is the best way to put it. Like I recognize
see like a
his
Picasso
glasses.
painting or something.
Kind of. It's their pieces, right? It's like puzzle pieces. It's like if you have puzzle pieces in front of you, and you see the image of what it looks like on the box.
Yeah.
I have seen the box image before, and so I have the puzzle pieces, but I can't put them together, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know what those puzzle pieces equate to, so I see his glasses, I see his hair, I know the shape of his face, so I know that, oh, that's Davis.
Right.
But in my mind, if I close my eyes, I don't see a visual representation of Davis. I literally see the back of my eyelids. And so it isn't like I'm trying my hardest right now to do it, and I got nothing for you. But I know in the back of my brain what it is that makes up Davis. And so I could tell you, oh yeah, I see Davis, but I don't see Davis.
That's so weird. Because I think Dodger said she's like that too. You must be more similar to Dodger. Like me, if I think Davis, I can picture Davis right now. I can picture his face. I can picture various times I've seen him, like when he had Snoopy at the office. He was just sitting there like, Snoopy. I can picture that whole scene. Like, it's not like I'm looking into a telescope like, oh, I see it perfectly. But, like, my brain kind of, like, puts it together, and I can see it in my brain.
Yeah, so you have the puzzle pieces, and you put them together. I don't. I can't. Like, the chart they showed with all of the apples, even one of them was just, like, geometrically shaped apple. I can't even do that. I would be, if there was a number between 4 and 5, that was like a 4.5, where you see the geometric shapes, but they're not combined to form the apple. They're just parts of the apple.
Right.
Like, I know what an apple looks like, so I can imagine it through the power of imagination, but I can't visualize it, right? I get what an apple looks like, so I could describe it to you, and I could probably do it in great detail. I could describe this perfect apple to you, but I couldn't see it in my mind's eye. I just can't. And I tried.
That's so crazy. Like last night, I was, all right, I took half a chocolate bar, all right? So I was sitting there.
Okay, all right, wink, wink, all right.
And I was trying to, like, envision stuff, because I know, like, when I'm like that, I get even stronger, like, vision capabilities. And so Toaster Woman was, I think she was, like, getting ready for bed, and I was just naming the things that I visualized. So I was like, guy in a chef hat, a hamster, book, don't know what kind of book, and I just keep saying that, and she's like, wait, so you don't see a chef, you just see a guy in a chef hat? And I was like, it's too late now, we're moving on.
Yeah, you don't know that guy's history. He could just be a dude in costume.
Yeah, and like,
also bless her for being the most patient person who ever lived.
Yeah, so it was a great time, and then honestly, that's how I actually know I'm going to sleep. I don't know if I mentioned this the last time we talked, but like, I know I'm falling asleep if I start to see like the really high definition things. Like if I see like I'll start seeing, it's almost like it's like the pixels and the puzzle pieces get even clearer, where I'm like, oh shit, now I see the goat in full 4K. Oh my god! And then all of a sudden I'm like, bleh.
I don't have that at all. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I don't. So last night I had a dream that I remember every once in a while dreams. And this one was just funny because I realized how uncreative it was. Mm. It was Han Solo and Chewbacca flying around in the Millennium Falcon, like dodging Imperial ships, but to the music from Back to the Future. That was the dream. And I woke up and I was like humming Back to the Future, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not Star Wars. And so that's why I remember it. But like, it obviously wasn't something my mind created. It was the combination of two things that I was like, oh, that's funny. And I don't visually remember how it went. I just know that's what it was.
Wait, so
I didn't like see it in high definition. It's like a hazy, I kind of saw it.
Wait, when you dream, are you like yourself in your dream, or are you seeing it happen, or like what is happening?
Sometimes one of the two, right? Like sometimes it's me in a dream. And when I taught, and this might have to do with stress more than anything else, when I taught, I had a lot of dreams about being unprepared. Where I would dream that I woke up, went to school, and was like, oh no! And then I'd wake up and be like, oh my God. Oh, thank God I'm prepared. But I don't have those anymore. Now my dreams are a little more abstract, and they're all things, like the Han Solo dream, or that weird dream I had that one time that was like Britney Spears' body, but with an alien head, like weird things like that. I guess, you know what? Actually, I'm a liar. Sometimes now I have dreams where I have like a video or I have something I need to do, and I'm stressed out about that. But I think that's just a stress-related dream anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're not vivid. It's been a long time since I've had a vivid dream. Most of my dreams are sort of like hazy. I wake up and I'm like, well, that was interesting. But it isn't like, it was like I was there. Oh my God. Like, I don't have that.
Because like, all right, this is kind of fitting. I had a dream the other night where I was trying to get the doctors to help me figure out what I had, and they would only let me help, or they'd only answer my questions if I pitched them ideas for businesses like Shark Tank. So I'd be like, listen, I got this great idea for this thing. You're going to love it, blah, blah. And the doctor was like, that's a great idea. And I'd be like, are you going to answer my medical stuff now? And they never did.
Did you get, I was about to say, did you get answers from your dream?
The one doctor disappeared. Then this other doctor was like in a forest. There were these two other people trying to pitch their ideas. And I was like, I don't know if they're going to answer my thing. And then I woke up.
Yeah, that definitely seems like a stress-related dream, or at least a dream where you're like, I just want answers. Why do these doctors not tell me things? Yeah.
Well, I guess the doctors technically do tell me things, but
you ignore them.
Yeah, I ignore them.
Oh, maybe that's because maybe it's because you think that they're not giving you the answers that they really have, and so you have to bribe them with like good ideas or like try to get them money, or right? You're trying to win them over so they'll tell you the real truth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Because you don't trust them. You're like, you're in a forest, and forests can be, scary and confusing. You get lost in the forest, right? But sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, man. Oh, yeah, you were all up in your head that night.
Oh, my God, you're right. It's, oh, my God. And then, or I'm just looking for, like, what I want the thing to be. So it's like, it could just be nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, no, this has to be something. So I'm seeking even more answers because I'm like, I know my brain is correct.
Yeah, maybe you're like going through the forest, like you're on your way to see grandma.
Oh,
and you're like trying to get answers, but they aren't giving you answers, and you don't trust the answers that they're giving you. And so you're trying to not only buy them off, but also Shark Tank, you're seeking the right answer for you.
Shit, dude.
We did it again, ladies and gentlemen.
My God. We did it.
We should just go on the road It's almost like we should do a show in Chicago on March 19th
We
at
should
Lincoln
do
Hall.
a live show.
Yeah, go to coxandcrendor.com.
Yeah.
We should take it on the road, answer people's dreams. All right, Crendor,
Yeah.
did you know that Hawthorne is the place to go if you want to get over your old smells? That's right, and actually smell good.
Huh.
I know a lot of us in the past have worn a particular type of cologne, gents, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's stank. And it depends on how you were raised or what you thought smelled good at the time. And trust me, Axe body spray is not a cologne. Stop it. But if you had a girlfriend in 8th grade who was like, I like the way this smells on you, and then for some reason you kept that scent for your entire life. Or you're like me, where you found one that you loved, and then, even though it was discontinued, kept buying it from like off-brand retailers on the internet because you liked it so much, even though it was like, no, there's a reason it's discontinued, because they haven't made it in 20 years, and what you're wearing is like stank old cologne. Don't be like me. Get yourself a scent that smells good, smells like you, smells that defines you in a way that no one else will smell like. That's Hawthorne. Hawthorne's going to give you a cologne that is all your own. And it does that by listening to you and taking the answers you give in a quiz when you first sign up. That is like, all right, here's the deal. What do you like? What do you like to drink? What do you like to do? What is your, activity level? Do you like to be sweat stanky? Like, what kind of smells do you love? What colognes have you used in the past? All these different things. And it deduces algorithmically what your best scent is. And the result is you get one for work and one for play. And the work one's like, I'm here for business. And the play one's like, but I'm also here for fun, baby. It is great. They're amazing. The scents that I have, I love the play one. The work one's good. I always feel like I never am dressed properly to wear it. Like, I need a suit. I feel like I need a suit to wear that properly. But the play one, I'm like, squirt, squirt, every day. I feel great. They also do things like personalized shampoo, personalized body wash, personalized deodorant. You can find all sorts of stuff on Hawthorne, and it really, truly is genuinely fun to go in and like, what would I smell like? And the best part is, after you take the quiz, it'll give you all the information you need to know. It's totally risk-free, right? Once they tell you, okay, here's what we think. Once you get it, if you're like, not for me, you can send it back to them. Free returns, free shipping. It is totally risk-free to try it out. Check out Hawthorne at hawthorne.co. That's Hawthorne with an E. Hawthorne. Think like Sam Thorne, but Hawthorne. And use my promo code COX to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co. And use code COX to get 10% off your purchase. It's going to make you smell great. It's going to make everyone around you be like, oh, what happened? What did you do today? And you're going to be like, nothing. I just woke up beautiful. And it's going to happen. Trust me on this.
Yeah.
You will love it.
Come on.
All right, Crendor, let's go to Chapter 7 in the Sky. The Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Oh man, traffic is boring, just like the month of February. Man, you know what sucks about antibiotics too? Valentine's Day's coming up, and the last day I take this antibiotics on Valentine's Day, so I can't even drink on that day. So now, honestly, we'll probably just go out a different day, because it's really just the same thing. You're celebrating the same. It really, honestly, you probably save yourself some stuff. But the thing is, I want to go out and see all the, people out there, because you get some, funny stories. Like, there'll be, Jimmy and Beverly being like, I told you, Cletus. Why didn't you do that? And he'll be like, my name's not Cletus for the 15th time.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
Like, oh shit, I gotta talk about this on Cox and Crendor. And now, we'll probably just go on a normal day, but there'll probably still be some people, and they'll be like, oh my god, I went out on a Valentine's Day date, and let me tell you. And I'll be like, alright, hey, maybe this will be just as fun. So, what's the moral of the story here? I don't know. Traffic's alright. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor, the weather desk. How's that weather?
Weather time.
Some guy wanted us to do his town. I don't remember what it was. He was like, do my town.
Did he pay the fee?
Is there one?
No.
Did he pay the toll?
The fee is a thumbs up and a share on social media.
Yeah. If you want us, all right, here's the deal. From now on, if you want us to do your town, go to iTunes. I think because iTunes is the, or you know what, go to iTunes or Spotify. I'm trying to figure out which one helps us more. And leave a review. And at the end of the review, just leave your town and state or country.
Yeah. And then go to Crendor's new Warhammer channel, Warhammer Crendor, and subscribe.
Yeah, do both those things, and we'll verify.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
We'll verify that you did that, and then we will answer. We will do it for you.
Yeah, but if you subscribe to my channel, I'm not gonna give you anything. Just do it anyway. So wait, where are we going? Where do you want us to go?
Let's go to. Type in LI.
Okay.
What comes up?
LI is nothing. Wait. Liège, Belgium. Liège, Latvia. Lucent, France. Livian, France. Leer, Belgium. Leasing, Austria.
That first one sounds great. What was that?
Liège, Belgium.
Yep, that's great. Perfect.
All right, neat. Liège, Belgium. In Liège, Belgium, it is.
Sounds like a Dance Dance Revolution game. Liège, Belgium.
Liège, Belgium. It's 46 degrees. It feels like 36. You got a high of 47, a low of 39. You got a UV index 0 out of 10. Next 36 hours, you got some 47-degree rain, 90% chance of that happening. Winds occasionally gust over 50 miles an hour. That's a windy city, I tell you that much. Windy with rain showers, then partly cloudy overnight, low 39. Winds west-southwest, 25-35, calming down a little bit. You still got some rain. Then you got Tuesday, 44 degrees, windy, partly cloudy, with a chance of meatballs. That's a book. Partly cloudy skies giving way to showers in the afternoon, high 44. Winds west-southwest, 20-30 miles an hour. Chance of rain, 50%. You got the sun rising up at 7:57 a.m. You got it set at 5:46. Days extending a little bit. Fire Matt Nagy, go Bears.
Belgium Ditka showing up, showing out.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta bust
All
them in.
right, let's talk sports.
Sports. Hey, welcome to the sports. Let's see. We got Trae Young torches Knicks for 48-13. Who doesn't torch the Knicks? Well, probably the Bulls, actually. Let's see. The Dodgers acquired Mookie Betts and a big deal with the Red Sox. Let's see. The Super Bowl happened. Chiefs won
That
last
happened,
week.
yeah. the Super
Oh,
Bowl
wait,
happened.
we did talk about that. All right, never mind. Well, they had their parade, and the one dude was like, yeah, we won. And was really drunk, as there's always one that goes up
Are we
there.
not going to talk about the XFL, Crendor?
Oh, my God, you're right. The XFL. I forgot. So, big XFL news. The Battlehawks beat the Renegades 15-9.
The Renegades who clearly stole their logo from an Overwatch team.
Honestly, I picked the Battlehawks because they're St. Louis, and I like the name Battlehawks, and it's like the closest thing to me. So I was like, screw it, I'll root for the Battlehawks.
I love that in the first hour of the XFL, they dropped an F-bomb live on TV. They created rules that make no sense but are actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm watching, but this is good. This is good TV.
Yeah, honestly, I'm all for the XFL. Screw it. The Houston Roughnecks beat the LA Wildcats. The DC Defenders beat the Seattle Dragons. The New York Guardians beat the Tampa Bay Vipers 23-3, and the Battlehawks beat the Dallas Renegades. So that's I don't even see a thing for the standings. Where is it? There's just a button that says "For the love of football."
You know.
Sure, love of football. I just want to know the
It
standings.
is truly one of the silliest
Oh, wait,
things.
there it
I'm
is.
very excited it exists.
So it
The
looks
XFL
like
For those of you who don't remember, the XFL was a short-lived league what, 20 years ago now?
It was a long time ago, yeah.
And that's where He Hate Me was.
Yep. He Hate Me.
The guy who then legally changed his name to He Hate Me.
Yeah, He Hate Me. Actually, I think he might be involved in one of these things.
I saw people wearing jerseys that say He Hate Me, so I feel like he's involved in some way.
Yeah, I think he's got to be involved. Maybe he's like a coach or like owns a team or something. It's got to be around there.
I feel like if he and Chad Ochocinco could just get together, think of the dream team that would be.
Yep. It really would. But it looks like, the XFL West sucks. XFL East is good. Got 3 1-0 teams in the East and only 1 1-0 team in the West. So
Well, wait till they start playing each other. Those West teams will be fine. They'll be all right.
yeah.
Don't worry.
So
It'll all even itself out when we finally get to the XFL Bowl. Was that a real thing? Did I make that up?
I don't. Hold on. Do they have like player stats? XFL player stats. I know Cardale Jones did well. He was like an ex NFL draft pick. Played with the Bills for a bit. Chargers.
You're actually making me look up the XFL. I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, it ran a single season in 2001, and then they brought it back.
Damn. Yeah, it's like
this
19
year.
years ago.
Single season. I can't believe that 20 years ago they were like, hey, we had a great idea. It just wasn't time for it.
Chad Johnson,
No.
Chad Ochocinco skips XFL kicking tryout.
Get out of town. Why? Chad,
Come on.
come on, dude. You and He Hate Me could have been grandmasters of this.
Well, and I'm just looking for XFL player stats. Can't find it, but hopefully that gets fixed in the near future. And
The first XFL game drew 3.3 million viewers on ABC.
Huh. Damn, that's not bad.
Last year, the Alliance of American Football drew 2.9 million viewers.
Take that, Alliance.
But the AAF never reached anything remotely close again and shut down before completing its first season. Oh, poor AAF.
So
But the XFL is much better TV. Oh, and it has a deal, and they let people swear on it. So,
yeah, I think the XFL's on more like stations. So honestly, like, hey, I think it's got a shot.
The St. Louis Battlehawks logo is not what I thought it would be at all. It's like a sword with wings. That's kind of a letdown. I thought it was going to be like, ah! Not at all. The New York Guardians is kind of like a Sphinx-looking character. The Seattle Dragons sucks. It should have been like the Seattle Kraken or something cool.
Yeah.
The LA Wildcats is literally just another LA logo. Boo. The Vipers is a V that is just a V that kind of looks like a viper. The Houston Roughnecks is an oil rig? What? The Dallas Renegades is straight up just a logo stolen from an Overwatch league. The DC Defenders is lightning bolt shields. The Los Angeles Extreme is a throwing star.
Huh.
The New York, New Jersey Hitmen is just an H, which is whatever. Oh my God. Look up the Memphis Maniacs. Is that a real team? That can't be a real team. It was founded. It's from the 2001 season. Oh
yeah.
my God. Look at this logo. Back in the day, they had great logos.
The Memphis Maniacs.
With a maniacs with an X.
Oh my God.
Like that's like Gritty or whatever his name is. One mascot. If he like was a man underneath.
Yeah, what the shit?
Terrifying.
Oh my God, yeah. Who would root for that team?
It's awful. And then there's the San Francisco Demons, which I guess is one of the older teams, and that literally looks like Satan.
Oh yeah, that's
That is like it did really well with the Midwest. They were like, San Francisco Satans sounds about right.
the San Francisco Saints. Yeah, they'll be taking on the Houston Holy Rollers as they attempt to purge the heretics.
Before they play the Memphis Maniacs next season.
Now that's a battle I'm looking for.
I guess the older teams sucked. You can definitely
Yeah.
tell the difference between the older teams and their logos and the new teams and their logos. You can see
Oh,
what like
yeah.
a new logo looks like
You
now.
can see what, modern design can
Yeah.
do.
Like the New York, New Jersey Hitmen is just an H, and you're like, that sucks.
Well, even just
So you
look at
kind of get it, yeah.
look at some of the older like NFL teams. Even like the Buccaneers were like orange and white creamsicles with like a weird Buccaneer man on it. There's a lot of weird shit back then. So
Yeah. Well, sports, I guess.
XFL news, sports.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Package labeled bag full of drugs leads to Florida arrests. 2 men charged with drug trafficking could have done a better job hiding their wares than using a package labeled bag full of drugs. They probably thought it was like, nobody will check this. It's ironic or something. Ian Simmons and Joshua Reinhardt.
They put the hammer down on him is what happened.
Yeah. Both 34 were pulled over in Santa Rosa County on Saturday after a trooper clocked them going 95
Oh, my God. There's your problem, boys.
on the interstate's panhandle. The trooper determined that Reinhardt was the subject of an active felony warrant for violation of probation in Orange County. Woo! Santa Rosa County deputy arrived to assist, and a canine alerted the presence of contraband in the vehicle, the arrest report said. Authorities found approximately 75 grams of methamphetamine, 1.36 kilograms of the date rape drug GHB, 1 gram of cocaine, 3.6 grams of fentanyl, and 15 MDMA tablets and drug paraphernalia.
Where the hell were they going?
I don't know. Well, I guess they're selling drugs. Both
I mean,
men,
yeah, yes, you're right.
where
Yeah.
are they going? I don't know. To sell drugs. It's my best guess. Both men were taken into custody and taken to jail. Woo! They are charged with trafficking in many things. 3 counts: possession of controlled substance, possession of paraphernalia, blah, blah, blah. Note to self, do not traffic your illegal narcotics in bags labeled bag full of drugs. Deputies wrote on Facebook. Our canines can read. Ho ho.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think it was like a funny goof to them? Like, this is like when I label my porn folder, right? Or do you think they were so high, they're like, dude, just write it down so we remember which bag we put them in?
It's a good question.
I just want to know why. That's the real story here. Why did they do that?
Which one's the drug bag and which one's the bag of the Chick-fil-A or something? That's
right.
The
So
drug bag.
it wasn't like a comedy of errors where like they switched the bags on accident and then like a bunch of high school kids have the bag of drugs and they have like a bag of candy that they had to sell, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh no, my drugs. And they're like, let's go to the grocery store and sell candy. And they open it and it's actually drugs. And they're like, what do we do? And then one kid's like, we still sell it. They sit outside the grocery store and they're like, get your candy here. And then old grandmas buy the drugs and they're like, strip it in the street. It's a comedy. I think that's an American Pie movie, I'm pretty sure.
It probably is, honestly, one of the like 7th one down, like American
American
Pie Drug
Pie.
Festival. Yeah. We gotta get to the drug festival. Sarah's gonna be there. Oh, do you think she'll do drugs with me?
Yeah, and then, and then it's like, what's that one song they always play in those movies? That's like, right?
What?
You know the one song, and they're like, as God is my witness, this year we're all getting laid. It's like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it good. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah, I see. I get what you're saying.
He's a boy from the wrong side of the tracks. She's a girl with everything to look forward to. But one day when they meet at the barber shop, right? That's every time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
90s movie trailers.
That would be kind of funny if we were in a 90s movie trailer and it's just like, these are 2 guys just looking to have a good time. We're just like, yo, we're looking to have a good time. Like, but one thinks he's got AIDS. for the 8th time.
What? Oh, so you have the record scratch.
It's like, I'm a hypochondriac. This time it's gotta be. And then it cuts to, like, the doctor being like, no, you don't. You don't actually have AIDS. Again, I told you this the last 7 times. And you're like, oh. And then it's like, it's just a common cold.
Also, I want to point out, I think that Blink-182 album came out in 2000, so it's still definitely not the 90s. But you know what? It all blends together, so who the shit cares?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or however you're enjoying this. Hey, Crendor, hit him with those socials.
I got some socials for you. All right, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. Subscribe, follow, hit the button to be alerted when our podcast goes up. Also go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. Or wait, Cox and Crendor podcast. Then go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where the animations are. And we put up a new animation last week, so you can see that new animation. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. You can check it out. Do the same on that one. Then go follow us on all the other things, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. Then go to our channels. Like I mentioned, there's Warhammer Crendor. Go subscribe over there. It's a great stuff place if you like Warhammer. Also, go to youtube.com/JesseCox, youtube.com/Crendor, facebook.com/JesseCox, facebook.com/Crendor, twitter.com/JesseCox, twitter.com/Crendor, instagram.com/Notorious Cox, Instagram.com/Crendor is taken. And tell your friends, tell your family, tell your bop, 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 bop.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your bop, bop, biddly, bop, bop. All right, that's it for us. We'll see you guys next week. And as
Coming
always,
this summer to a theater near you.
to be continued.